you.
Okay, Farah, don't forget the YouTube live
Ready?
stream.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Thank you very much. Hello, everyone. Wow, there's a lot of people here. Hello, guys. How's your day? If you don't mind, guys, please turn on your cam so we can have so we can know each other. So maybe before start, I want to greet some of you. Okay. Okay. I want to say hi to Kak Novian. Hello, Kak Novian.
Hello.
How are you?
Doing great. Thank you for asking. What about you?
I'm doing great as well. Thank you for asking. So, this is your first time?
Yeah, it's my first time.
How did you know this community?
Um, a friend of mine, like 2 years ago, I think, informed me about Britzone, and then I followed the IG, and then just recently I joined the broadcasting rooms, something like that on Instagram. Then they share a lot of seminar just like this, so I try to join to see what it's exactly about.
Oh, thank you for coming. So, if I'm not mistaken, is from what is it? Podcast.
From a
Um.
friend of mine, from my friend.
Oh, thank you, your friend, for bringing you here.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, welcome to Tuesday class, Kanovian. Hopefully you enjoyed
Thank you.
today's
Thank you.
class. Okay, I wanna say hi to another participant here. Maybe I wanna say hi to Kak Arif. Hi, Kak Arif.
Hey there.
Hey, how are you doing today?
I'm doing really great. Yeah, thank you. So how are you? How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. So, what's bring you here?
So actually, this is my second time, but the last time here it was 3 or 4 months ago. So I don't know. Is it? Am I still considered as newcomer, or I don't know how to say it. Yeah.
I think so, since it's
Yeah.
very long time.
Just like 4 months ago, and it was an offline session in the
Really
Bank
good.
Indonesia Museum. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
It was
it's an
very long.
outdoor class.
Yeah, outdoor class, I mean, yeah. So that's why.
Oh, so welcome back, Kak Arif. Thank you so much
Yeah,
for
thank you, Kareza. Thank you,
coming.
Karela. So happy for being here.
Oh, happy to having you here.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Karif. So, one more participant, maybe. Now is the girl. Maybe I want to say hi to Kak Angie. Where's Kak Angie? Yeah.
Oh ya,
Hey, Kak Angie.
hai, halo.
How are you today?
I'm great today. Thank you for asking.
Oh, great. So, what's motivates you coming to today's class?
Um, I read the topic and I'm quite interested about the topic today.
Oh, are you working in the international company or maybe working in
Previously,
oh,
yeah.
so that it's I mean like it requires English communication in a daily basis.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe this today's class would be match for you. Thank you for coming, Kenji.
Thank you.
Okay, maybe anyone here? Before I start, let me introduce myself. Hello everyone, I am Dela, and I will be the MC for today's class. But before we start, I have like several announcements. Maybe Reza, can you help me to share screen? Okay. So guys, for those of you who don't know what's who don't know Britzone or not familiar what Britzone is. So yeah, Britzone is the largest English community in Indonesia that we have several values. So please next. The first one, we focus on English education. So that's why we held several classes in a week. And we also free and open platform so you guys can join without charge, and you can invite your friend. And the last, we based on volunteerism. Next, we have several classes in a week. The first one is Britzone Tuesday class, which is today, that held online and offline, start at 7 p.m. until drop, that we focus on enhanced speaking skills through wide range topics. And the next, Britzone Thursday class. This class always held online and it start at 7 p.m., same as Tuesday class. And this class touch for skills in English, such as listening, reading, writing, and speaking. And the next is Britzone Fun Day class that always held in Saturday offline in Kemendikbud Library, start at 11 a.m. that brings various fun topic to discuss. And last but not least, we have Britzone Outdoor class that held once a month on Saturday. In this class, you will learn English with activities outside the classroom, like in a cafe, museum, nature, and etc. And next, so guys, we have several platform, and our main platform is Instagram. Please follow us to know our up-to-date class information, Britzone ID. So we share most of our information on our IG, on our Instagram. So please and make sure to follow us. And also we have a Britzone English community. We now live stream and YouTube. So hi YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel, Britzone English Community. And also we have a TikTok account, Britzone ID. So you will find our fun content there. So don't forget to follow our TikTok. And last, we have a Discord. Next. So if you guys want to connect with our community, you can scan to join our Discord. So you can connect with our member 24/7. And next, okay, so we have like cool merch here, the Tumblr. So if you guys want to support our community, please buy this, and you can buy this and contact the WhatsApp that in the screen, Zaki or Rindu. Or you can visit our website that in the share screen. Okay, next. Okay, in our offline class, you can pre-order our delicious meal, mie Aceh. This is very great. If you want to try this, you can contact the WhatsApp on the screen in Kedai Rencong. So you can pre-order day 1 before the day of the class. Okay, next. Okay, so we have our sponsor, Javi. So if you want to learn English, you can download this application and make sure you register with our, with our code busy strip 2024, and you can, by this you can support our community and practice your English. And next, we also sponsored by Perpustakaan Dikbud. So if you want to sign up, if you want to becoming a member, you can sign up for access a lot of impressive resources like a book collection, audios, and video collections. And the last, Okay, we have a class tradition, like taking picture. So after the class, we will taking a picture to we will share the link. So you don't forget to give us the feedback, so we can improve our class better. Okay, maybe that's all, guys. Okay, so before I'll invite the conductor, maybe I wanna ask you a few questions like, is there any of you who working in the international environment? Maybe you can click on the raise hand sticker. Is there any of you? Okay, Karian. Hello, Karian. Are you working in an international company?
Hi, Kadela. Yes, I'm.
So it requires you to communicate in English, yeah, every day.
Well, I used to work in an international company that I had to use English, but right now I actually work in an international company too, but it's not English that we use, but it's German. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So if you don't mind, can you share your struggle while you in your work, especially in the communication?
Well, I think at first, when I was working in an English like international company, and English was spoken, it was actually like very hard at first, but I think as the time goes by, and then you'll get used to it. So yeah, I think the most challenging part is that when you have to differentiate whether it should be like an informal or formal situation. So you have to be adaptive, very flexible at any time. Yeah, I think
Oh,
that's it.
so maybe today's topic will give you an insight for
Yep.
yeah, for your struggle, yeah, Karian. That's why you're coming here.
Thank you. Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
thank you for sharing, Karian. Maybe
Mhm.
without any further ado, I wanna invite our beloved conductor, Brenda. Hello, Brenda.
Hi, everyone. It's so nice to meet all of you here.
Are you ready to sharing your material today?
Yes, I'm very ready. First of all, I would like to say thank you to Della and the rest of the Britzone team for inviting me here today to be a conductor, and I hope it's going to be a valuable session and lesson for all of you. Yes.
I'm so glad to having you here. Such an honor to having you. Thank you for saying yes to conduct today's class, Brenda.
Of course, it's my pleasure. I'm delighted to be here. Yeah.
Okay, maybe without any further ado, the screen is yours, Brenda.
Sure, perfect. Okay, thank you so much, Della. Let me just share my screen. Okay, let's see. Can everyone see? Oops, sorry.
Yes.
All right, perfect. Okay, let me know if there are any technical difficulties. You can let me know in the chat. Okay, so today's topic is to speak like a pro, mastering business English in the workplace. I just want to see show of hands of people that do speak English in their workplace in any way, form, or sort. I saw it was Rian, right, or Ryan, and someone else. Maybe you can react. Okay, Amanda, nice to meet you. Anyone else? Is that all? Okay, I'll move on then. We have time constraints here. Oh, Ian as well. Nice to meet you. So before we get into the lesson, I just want to talk a little bit about who I am and self-introduce myself. So my name is Brenda. I'm 27 years old. I come from Jakarta. My passion is to help people thrive and foster their growth. So that's why I am in learning development. I wonder if anyone knows what that is in this the Zoom room. But basically learning and development is becoming a somewhat of a corporate trainer or someone that basically develops training sessions in a company. So whether that's soft skills, hard skills, or other skills. I specifically usually specialize in soft skills, but yeah, today's kind of more of a hard skill, I would say, if it's learning English, but then, there's also a lot of soft skills involved. So I lived in the Netherlands from 2016 to 2023. I did my bachelor's in media information and my master's in media and business. I worked in the fields of marketing and HR. And yeah, I love learning and development. So that's also why I'm here, because I would love to give a lot of value to people here today. And I've been living in Indonesia since last year now. So yeah, that's a little bit about me. I'm going to make it quick because that's not the most important part here. So the agenda for today is I'll talk about two main things. Actually, the first, I'll just talk about a little bit about the importance of basic English. Secondly, I'll talk about building a strong vocabulary to elevate and upgrade your business English and your English in general. Pronunciation, intonation, and posture. I think those are three very important things to have just for effective communication in a corporate setting. That's very important. And I have a bonus exercise for you guys and also questions for the focus group discussion. So first, let's understand the importance of business English. So let's define what business English is first. So business English refers to the specific use of the English language in a professional or corporate context. It includes the vocabulary, grammar, and communication styles commonly used in business settings. So overall, business English is designed to help professionals communicate effectively and efficiently in a global business environment. So what differs business English and basic English? The English that we use every day, with friends and, I don't know, after work and such, In business English, your English is much more elevated. It's much more professional, and there are a lot of, phrases, lingo's, and terms that only really exist in business English. That is probably important to know if you do want to thrive in a international corporate setting. Let's move on to the next. So why learn business English? Why is it important? So 3 reasons why. Global communication. English is the global language. So being able to speak business English, you've already elevated yourself, upgraded yourself to a certain level and degree where you can present yourself professionally in any international setting, whether that's in Indonesia, whether that's overseas, or even in Zoom like this when you're speaking to, maybe clients or colleagues that are abroad, So that already gives you that level up. For professional image, of course, everyone wants to grow in their career and look professionally, capable in doing what they do. And of course, career advancement, the more you climb up the ladder in a corporate setting, the more people that you're going to meet that are probably, more intellectual, smarter, more globally exposed than you are. And business English can leverage you that, will give you the career boost that you probably need. So yeah, those are 3 reasons why you should learn business English. So moving on to my first lesson, basically, which is building a strong vocabulary. So to upgrade your English vocabulary, I decided for this lesson specifically to learn about, kind of go back to the basics, to elevate our verbs and adjectives by substituting most commonly used words at work. And plus, addition to that, to learn business English phrases and incorporate them to your conversations. So let's start with verbs. So I've made this list, and I think this is a great list to have. So if you want to screenshot this or take note of this, go ahead, please. I can also inform the team for them to send the slides. If you're interested, I can also send the slides myself. But I think this is very helpful for you to elevate your vocabulary. So, the most common verbs that we use, action words, right? Verbs. show, buy, want, talk about, help, make sure, just these things that we always use in a corporate setting, in a work setting. But, if we want to sound more professional, if we want to sound more presentable, why not elevate our language, right? So, for example, to buy is to also purchase. To want is to desire. To talk about is to discuss. So let's put it in a sentence, right? So for example, we're in a meeting and you want to tell your colleagues, hey, let's buy those products from these suppliers. So instead of saying buy, you can say, we would like to purchase your products from this certain list of whatever. It sounds more elevated. It sounds more professional. You sound more serious. People are going to take you more seriously. So that's also a plus. Let's try another one. Like, for example, you're in a meeting with just a colleague and you say, actually, let me just check about this information with so-and-so, I don't know, Della, And then so you can also say, actually, let me verify this information with Della. Sounds very professional, sounds very decent, sounds elevated, people are going to take you more seriously. So take this list and practice. Keep saying them as well. That's how you basically get used to it. So, anytime you catch yourself saying these really basic verbs, which are really good to know, try to substitute them in your daily life. Next, adjectives, same thing. Screenshot this list if you'd like. I'll give you more examples. For example, let's do cheap. The same example as we used before. I would like to buy or to purchase your products because they are cheap, right? Sounds fine, sounds okay. But if you say, I would like to purchase your products because they are more affordable for us, sounds elevated, right? It sounds more professional and people will take you more seriously. So yeah, another one, for example, in the beginning of this presentation, I said, I'm delighted to be here. I can also say, I'm happy to be here, but delighted, it sounds just better, it just sounds more neat and put together, and that's how you want to present yourself in these business settings. So let's move on to the business English phrases. There's so many of these. These are just some that I found, and I can send you another link or another list if you'd like me to. But these are just English phrases that people like to use in the office. And if you have international colleagues or colleagues from English-speaking countries, maybe they'll use these phrases and you won't really understand. You don't really get what they're saying. Or if you do already get what they're saying, you should practice trying to say these phrases too, so that you'll be just like the same first phrase on the same page with them. So what does on the same page mean? It means agreeing or understanding with someone. So this is great for you to say if you want to say something, if you want to ask them a question, if you agree on a certain, action or a certain decision that you made in a meeting. So for example, the meeting is ending and you say, hey, everyone, are we on the same page? It means, hey, everyone, are we all agreeing on this, discussion that we just made? I think it's a really great way for you to sound approachable and sound friendly to the team. Get up to speed. It means that for you to quickly get up to date to whatever's going on in a project, in a meeting, whatever it is. If you're just entering a project, for example, as a new member, you can say, hey guys, can you get me up to speed? I'm new to the project, so I don't really know what's going on. That's what it means. Keep me in the loop means keep me informed of any progress or changes. For example, you won't be able to make it to the next meeting. So you'll say, hey guys, can you keep me in the loop? Because I won't be able to make it next meeting. So basically you're requesting for your colleagues or the members in the meeting to say, can you let me know what's happening, the progress of the project or whatever it is that's going on, the event, This one I really like. I see your point, but ... This is really a very professional way of disagreeing with someone, basically. You are trying to acknowledge someone else's argument. So for example, Della tells me, hey, let's start the meeting today at 7. And then I see, yeah, I see your point, but I think we should start at 8 because, maybe some of the members need to have dinner at 7, So this is a great way for you to be respectful when you're disagreeing with a point or, with anything that your colleagues or peers are saying. Up in the air means undecided or unsettled. So let's say you're trying to come up with a decision of, a party for the 21st anniversary of Britzone. You don't know what date because everyone's busy on Mondays and Thursdays and such, you don't know. So in the end of the meeting, you can say, still up in the air. We don't know when the party is going to happen. So those are just some really simple business English phrases that you can learn and bring with you. There are so many more, dozens and dozens. So you can look them up on Google, or I can share some links to you. I think they're really great for you to sound like a native speaker, and also really great for you to sound more professional at work. Let's move on to the next lesson, which is pronunciation, intonation, and posture. Can I know the time, by the way, Della? Am I good on time?
Yes. I
Good?
think
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. So, I'm hoping that everyone here knows what pronunciation or intonation means. If you don't, please note this down, and because they're very important. So pronunciation is the way words are spoken. So basically anything I'm saying now, how it is spoken in the English language. So for example, I say the word speaking, how it's spoken, that's what it means, pronunciation. Intonation, a little bit different. It's basically the rise and fall of a voice in speaking. And every language has their own intonation, right? Indonesian and English has very different intonations. And sometimes we really have to code switch. We have to code switch that in our brain to tell ourselves that we cannot sound Indonesian when we're speaking English, So for example, if you say, selamat pagi, it's like you go up, right? And then in English, you say, good morning, you go kind of down. So you kind of have to convert these, You can't say, good morning. You can, but maybe sometimes you're not going to sound like the most native speaker. And I think these subtle differences, when you're in a corporate setting, people can kind of catch on that and maybe get distracted. So pronunciation and intonation is key to sounding professional and presentable in your business English skills. Yeah. So why is it important? Let's just cover that. It enhances clarity, professionalism, confidence, and relationship building. So all of which are essential for successful communication in the workplace. Okay, so how do you master your English pronunciation and intonation? This is for any language learners. I had to learn Dutch as well, and this was one of the hardest hurdles for me too. To pronounce some words because they're very difficult. I imagine for someone like Ryan, right? He has to learn how to speak German. I think that's also another challenge for someone to speak another language, different pronunciation, different intonation. So to sound like a native speaker is like a really great advantage in your professional setting. So listen and repeat. Keep doing that. So listen to anything English and repeat. So even, these ones that I just gave you, these words, for example, demonstrate, demonstrate, demonstrate. Keep repeating them. Construct, construct, construct. Just keep repeating them to the point where you're thirsty, maybe. Something like that, Listen and repeat. Practice as if you're training your muscle. So this is a really great lesson that I learned for myself too. Speaking another language that is not your own is basically training your muscle as if you're going to the gym, So your mouth will eventually be, sore because you're training a muscle. But that's okay. That means you're working hard, But basically you have to treat it as if you are training your muscle. So in that sense, you got to avoid mumbling. So you got to avoid your mouth. You got to open your mouth. You know what I mean? So I sometimes that was my mistake too when learning a new language. Sometimes you mumble because first of all, you're shy. You're not confident speaking it yet. So in order in a professional setting for them to understand what you're saying, try to open your mouth and be verbal, speak slowly and clearly. So when we mumble like this and we tend to, no one's going to understand you, but sometimes we're in our comfort zone and we just feel like, that's how I feel comfortable speaking English. So try opening your mouth, practice like this. It's okay, you're going to look crazy, but that's going to really put you in a setting where you feel comfortable and feel confident in speaking this language. So don't be afraid to make mistakes. This is, I think, every hurdle that every language learner is going through. And I'm sure a lot of people here are, quite advanced in English already, but, sometimes when you're learning new words, you are scared to use the word because you're like, am I using this word correctly? Am I using this phrase correctly in this business setting? Just use it. And if someone corrects you, that's great. That means, you're learning. And that means that person wants to help you too, Lastly, be confident. Just fake it till you make it, just pretend that this is your native language. Pretend that there is no other choice other than to speak English, in certain settings. And that's really how you can get your mindset to speak English or just speak English, very well. So I said earlier to listen and repeat. So what to listen to? I think TED Talks are one of the best ways for you to learn pronunciation and intonation of a lot of more advanced English words because it's high-level concepts and they speak very clearly. And at the same time, you get to, learn a new concept. You get to learn a new, new lesson about what it is, whatever it is that you're into, psychology, fashion, health, whatever it is, English talk shows and interviews, I think they're always fun for you to understand how people converse, how people talk to each other. Daily News, there's Jakarta Post. So they have YouTube videos all the time about, news in Indonesia. So if you're not so interested in news outside of Indonesia, CNN or BBC or any other outlets, you can always watch Jakarta Post. And my favorite TV series and movies, which I'm sure a lot of people here also do watch, Western TV series and movies. I think they're a great way for you to always, and of course music, I forgot to put it there, but music, to always just practice listening to how people pronounce and enunciate certain words that you're maybe not that familiar or comfortable with yet, and repeat. So when you listen to a new word, for example, like, oh, what's that? Coordinate. It's just like, say it to yourself and it's okay. You're going to look crazy maybe in the train or bus, but who cares? No one knows you, right? Recording exercise. So I think this is a great way if you have like a little bit more time in your hands. Basically, you can find whatever video you can find on YouTube, speakers, your favorite TV series like Friends. They have a lot of great videos there. Suits, that's also a really great TV series for you to copy. Put the videos side by side and compare. So basically, you record yourself saying exactly what they say. So whatever dialogue that they're saying, say it exactly, and basically put the video side by side, and you repeat this exercise until the pronunciation sounds clear and almost similar to what they're saying. It doesn't have to be perfect, of course, but almost similar to what they're saying. So this is a great exercise to do with a friend. For example, if there's a dialogue, for example, in Friends, I don't know how many people here are familiar with Friends. I'm pretty sure a lot of you are. For example, a dialogue between Joey and Ross, and they're speaking, and then you do it with a friend, talk like them. That's how you really get into speaking like a native speaker, And this is going to help you professionally as well, because you're going to sound like a native speaker. People will take you more seriously in English. So it's a great plus for everything. So I've actually, I don't know if people can hear, but this is a great way for you to just do this exercise. I just found this video for you. So if you want to just copy it out of me, it's great. But I really like Simon Sinek because he always talks really clearly. And this one has subtitles too, for example. Hope you guys can hear.
Follow as you find your spark and bring your spark to life. The first is to go after the things that you want. Let me tell you a story. So a friend of mine and I, we went for a run in Central Park.
So yeah, you get the point. He speaks very clearly, he speaks very concise, slow, and he opens his mouth, as you can see. So I think he's a great person to probably, I don't like to use the word mimic, but to kind of be inspired from, because I also don't want you to sound like someone else. Sound like yourself, but kind of learn and study the way they say certain words, because certain words are very different from our own native language, So moving on. Oh yeah, I wanted to show you a great way for you to just, one of the easiest way, is resources that we can to learn new words and how to pronounce them and have the right intonation and enunciate them correctly. So I hope you can still see my screen, right? So for example, like the word thorough. The first time I learned about this word, I was like, ooh, this is kind of a difficult word, thorough. So it's really easy. You can just go on Google, write the word that you don't know when you're listening to a new song or to a new interview or a new video on YouTube. There's a word that you don't know. Okay, I'm going to type it out, put it on Google. Thorough. It's a really easy way. It's like almost self-explanatory, but sometimes you got to do the extra steps in order for us to sound like a native speaker, please. Another one is ChatGPT. So you can say like, can you pronounce, for example, genuine? And then it will show you how. And then in ChatGPT, it's very neat. You can also, before there was this, so there was this setting. Oh, here it is. There's this setting.
The word genuine is pronounced as gen-u-in. Here's a breakdown. Gen, like the beginning of generous. You, like the word you. In, like the word in. So when you say it all together, it sounds like genuine.
I hope everyone can hear that. But basically, another great way for you to just learn a new word. And there's a lot of words in Business English, just like the list that I showed you, that maybe are a little bit more difficult to pronounce. And so, resources like this are always so helpful for us to elevate our language. Okay, so posture, that was the last point that I had after pronunciation and intonation. This is more so of a effective communication lesson, I guess, but I think it's really important for this lesson to be heard when we're talking about Business English, because Business English is a form of communication, right? So Albert Mehrabian, a researcher of body language, who first broke down the components of face-to-face conversation, found that communication is 55% nonverbal, 38% vocal, and 77% words only. So this is why good posture is important for effective communication and just, speaking Business English the most effective way possible. So if we just learned about what we learned about, right, with the stronger vocabulary, pronunciation, enunciation, it actually only adds up to 38.7, which is 45%, and it's still lower than the nonverbal percentage. So actually, the way we present ourselves, our posture, like the graphic on the right, closed posture, open posture, that's actually way more effective than whatever we are saying or the words that we are even saying. If you have the correct posture and body language, people will pay attention to you. People will take you seriously. So I was kind of hesitant whether to put this information or not, but I think this is very important to add if we want to speak Business English the best way possible, is to have this posture, So good posture conveys confidence, makes you feel calm, it frames what you're saying, and it directs your conversation. So here, just a little bit of a graphic that I can show you, like in Zoom, even, with the pandemic happening just several years ago, a few years ago, so many things are held in Zoom, just like what we're doing right now. And having good posture in Zoom, people will, can tell, people can recognize that. So in this graphic, you can see the woman on the right, she just looks, not excited to be there, kind of, it's dark and people probably don't want to take her seriously if she's a speaker, or if she's leading a meeting, or if she's one of the members of a project or something, So I think that's it's really important if you want to effectively communicate in business English, then you need to have this posture. Just the same on the right, if it's in real life, both these women have good posture. They're sitting tall and they have their shoulders back. It just shows that you're confident and shows that you believe what you're saying with what you're presenting. And I guess this transcends to all other languages as well, not just business English, but I thought this was a great point for me to bring up, to present, to speak in business English the best way possible. So I have a bonus exercise for you. I really like TED Talks, as you can see. So I'm gonna give you another TED Talk exercise. So even to this day, I still don't know a lot of words, in English. So every time I watch a video, whether that's a TED Talk or an interview or just news, sometimes you don't know that word, or a podcast, for example. Podcasts are also really great for you to learn business English. By the way, I didn't write that down in the previous slides. But just as an exercise weekly, write 3 words or phrases that you don't know or you don't normally use, and then write down the meaning for each word so you understand, thoroughly what these words mean. Write a sentence for each word or phrase to further understand and to understand the context of what these words are supposed to be used in, Try not to use Google at first. Try to figure out yourself and then verify in Google. And then repeat the sentences to yourself. Just keep talking, keep saying it again and again till you're, sick of it. And then you can attempt to incorporate these words as much as you can when you're practicing speaking English, or you're speaking to your international colleagues, or if you're, practicing with your peers here in Britzone, for example. I think this is a really great way for, you to expand your vocabulary, improve your pronunciation and intonation, practice your posture, and gain confidence in speaking business English or just English in general. So I'm giving these words for you as a challenge already. Innovate, learn the ropes, and thrive. You can take a screenshot and you can already start using these words with your friends, with your colleagues, with your peers, with your parents, maybe, if that's what you want, with your siblings, whoever it is that you're learning English with. I think this is a great way for you to start, utilizing more business English words like these, so you can always apply them to your daily life later on, and it's going to be, habit forming for you to learn and speak these words and speak eloquently in business English. I think that's all for me. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, any more pressing questions or more detailed questions, you can always email me here. I am, ready to reply to anything that you would be interested in. So yes, thank you so much. And I think it's Q&A first, and then the FGD questions, correct? Right, Della?
Yes, that's right.
Okay. Am I good on time? Is that good?
It depends just a little bit.
Oh, a little bit.
And
Okay,
that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Brenda. What an insightful topic that you bring today. I think like a lot of participants are excited and want to ask you questions.
Of course. Shall I stop? I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. Is that right? Or shall I stop sharing my screen?
Yep, you can.
Okay.
You can do that. Okay.
So I will just give chance to Dio, I guess, to ask questions. So
Hi,
please.
good evening, Brenda. Okay.
Good evening. Nice to meet you. Is it Dio?
Yes, Dio. Please call
Okay,
me
yeah,
Dio.
nice to meet you.
I found that tonight's topic is applicable for me as I work for a company who has partnership with international principals, and I strongly agree that the first thing need to master is the foundation of grammar and vocabulary. And the second one is to know the common business words and phrases, and therefore we know how to write email in professional manners, as well as writing proposal and reports. And it's also apply in presentation skills, how to handle the meeting, and also how to negotiate. And in negotiation, the proper pronunciation and intonation is so important. Otherwise, it will be interpreted differently. And to make it short, I would like to say that the material tonight has many benefits and implication in any business. And to save the time for the fellow participant in this virtual room, I would like to say that I don't have any question.
Okay.
I just
Thank you.
want to summarize.
Okay, perfect. I was waiting for a question. Okay. Yeah, thank you so much
Thank you.
for summarizing. I think that was a really good summary for the rest of the class too. Yeah, anything you, okay, maybe later for the FGD. I'm not gonna waste any time, but thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Best of luck for you.
Yes.
I hope it's really applicable for your work, your daily
Yes.
work in whatever company, international setting that you're in. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Great. Please go to Kak Dela. Back to Kak
Okay.
Dela.
Okay, thank you very much, Kak Dio. I think like since I will let one person to ask a question. Since it's limited time, maybe I will give a chance to Kak Arif. Make it short,
Okay.
Kak Arif, yeah. I'm sorry to because this
Okay,
is
Kadela. Okay,
time.
please do not worry. Okay, so firstly, I really want to say thank you to Kak Brenda because your explanation is really helped me because yeah, I've been working with international organization for I don't know 3 years, and I kept I kept meeting with several organizations, international organizations. Even my bosses come from outside, I mean, come from abroad. But the problem is, I don't know, I have some sort of problem with the confidence things. When it comes to, in this kind of meeting, a big meeting, so I'm the one because I'm a program coordinator in my office. I prepared everything. I mean, I prepared everything. Even I printed out all of the materials. I printed all of the vocab. Even, yeah. But to be honest, your vocab is really helpful for me. Even I screenshot it, and I really want to make it as my wallpaper in my phone. Yeah, it's very needed. But I have some sort of trouble in my confidence things. I have prepared everything. I prepared the materials. I print it out, and yeah. But I don't know when it comes to okay, Arif, now your turn to give your idea. I don't know. The only thing that happened is I'm freezing, and I couldn't say anything. And it comes, and I said the point that I don't really want to say, and after that, I really regret to say that things. And I don't know what, but that's always happened with me. Even I already hired my own coaches to help me in this my confidence thing, in my English thing. I don't know. I only want to. I really want to hear from your perspective, from your
Right.
opinion for that. Thank you,
Right,
Captain.
right. Yeah, of course. First of all, thank you for your question. I'm just curious. So what, because you say you've already prepared everything, it's a confidence thing, right? So you are thinking about what they're thinking of you, right?
Yes,
Basically.
yes.
So sometimes you have to eliminate that. Pretend that there's no one there, completely no one there, and pretend that you are the best English speaker in the room. You need to have like this false belief to yourself to that point. Or no, you're never gonna jump that hurdle, right? You're gonna have to think like, I'm the best English speaker in this room. You're gonna have to elevate your ego. I think this is also cultural because all our culture as Indonesians, we're always like, we're lower than other people. It's sungkan culture, right? We're like, we're just like, we're not better than anyone else. No, we need to have that ego the same as them. You know what I mean? I'm smarter than they are, or just as smart. I'm more capable than they are, or just as capable. So I think that's like, I completely understand your struggle because I think that's just how, the human brain and the human nature works. Another tip that I can give you when it comes to not the confidence, but English. So you do practice like having this meeting already by yourself. For example, like make all the hypothetical questions that they've given you. For example, like, hey, Arif, your turn. Like have this hypothetical meeting by yourself. So make a list of questions of all the things they can ask you and already have that ready in your arsenal, So for example, like, hey, Arif, like, can you explain to us about the project next week? Make all these questions to yourself and then make even a script. Sometimes you got to make a script, you know, for yourself. Sometimes I do that when I was learning Dutch. I would, you know, when I want to come up to someone and I can't speak it, I would literally write it in my phone, and I'd say to myself, like, okay, this is what you say, this is what you say, this is what you say when they say this, you know. Sometimes you got to tackle a language like it's a sport, you know, because you got to think 3-4 steps ahead. And it is difficult in the beginning, but once you get into this pocket of, you know, speaking English, you know, quite fluently and quite naturally, I think it will come naturally for you because, yeah, listen to everything. Listen, speak all the time. Speak to yourself like you're crazy, you know, like in the bus or train, like who cares? No one's there, right? That knows you. And yeah, this is one tip that I always tell myself is like, be so immersed to the language that you're starting to dream in English. If you start to dream in English, that means, oh, okay, then it's really coming, it's like embedded in the subconscious, you know, of your body, of your mind. And it's difficult because, you know, we're busy with a lot of things in life, but you know, fighting, you got this. Yeah.
Thank you, Kak Brenda. It helped.
Yeah.
Thank you. I
You're
really loved your
welcome.
answer. Thank you so much. I acknowledge you for your dedication towards the answer. I mean, I love that. Thank you so much, Kak Brenda.
You're welcome. Yeah, I'm really glad that I can give value. Yes. Is it
Okay.
any more questions
So
or are
much.
we moving on?
I think first of all, I want to say thank you, Kari, for asking, and thank you, Brenda, for answering the questions. That's very insightful, and yeah, give me so much insight to, yeah, especially for in the workplace. And yeah, I think since it's limited time, we will jump to the next session, and after this, we will taking a picture first and have some important announcement, and then we will move to FGD sessions. Okay, so maybe Kak Reza, could you please help me to taking a picture?
Okay. All right then. Thank you very much, Dela, for the opportunity. So everyone, before we jump into the FTD session, which you can use to practice your speaking skill, we're going to take a pic together. So make sure you guys turn on your camera so I'm able to take your pic. And the photos will be uploaded on our Instagram account. So if you do consent, you can turn on your camera and I'll take the pic. And since we have a lot of people tonight, I will be taking the picture 3 times. So because I see that there are 3 pages, so make sure that you keep posing because I don't know where you guys at. Just keep posing. I'll take the picture 3 times. All right, so hold on for a second. Okay, so I'll take the first picture in 3, 2, 1. Okay, the second one, keep posing. 3, 2, 1. Okay, the last one. 3, 2, 1. Alright then, the photos have been taken. Thank you very much, Dela. Back to you.
Thank you very much, Radio, for help. Okay, so now as we celebrate our 21st anniversary for our beloved community Britzone, so we have an announcement that will announce by Kak Kevin. Kak Kevin, are you ready?
Yes. Are my voices clear?
Yes, you're clearly audible.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Dela.
Okay.
Okay, good evening, guys. First of all, thank you for your time. And my name is Kevin. I'm the representative of Britzone People and Event team. So in this opportunity, I want to inform you about in this September, Britzone will turn to 21 years, and in this special occasion, we will celebrate the Britzone birthday by having an event that will be held offline. Next. Okay. Okay. So this is our theme. If you ever attended offline class, you know that our line is embrace, engage, and empower. So this year anniversary, we will have a theme that we embrace our diversity, engage meaningful interactions, and empower each other to grow. And this event will consist of several activities such as special talk show and performances, and also a competition. Next, next. So we will have two competitions that we want to inform you in this evening. But before that, this is the timeline. 1 September to 20 September is a registration period, and you can visit on our Instagram for more details about the registration. And then in 22nd September, we will announce the finalist, and then the 28th September is the final competition, and we will invite all the finalists to come to the venue. And yeah, by the way, the venue we will be informed later on Instagram. And next competition, maybe my friend Dara will explain the storytelling competition.
Hello everyone, am I audible?
Yep. Yes, you're audible.
First of all, thank you so much for Kevin for allowing me to continue these announcements, especially in storytelling events. So, guys, if you are interested to show your talents and want to try your confidence, just join us in participating in our storytellers competitions in 28th of September anniversary. So you can start from 1st September, and we will close at 20 of September. The rule of storytelling is next, please. So how to join this storytelling competition is, first of all, just create a 3 until 5 minutes video, one video submission per participant, and you can use props, tools, costumes, or others for additional point. And third is choose your theme. So we have two themes in this storytelling competitions. And of course, this video must be original and have a high video and quality, audio quality as well. And for the submissions, you can upload at the link below, storytelling. Next, please. So this is the theme that we have. Uh, First of all, from ordinary to extraordinary, the journey of growth and the impact of true leadership. So you can choose one of them as your topic in your storytelling, of course. Next, please. So what we are looking for this competition is we really appreciate your language mastery, like your clear pronunciations, grammar, and also your performance. Then we have really appreciate also your story, your strong characters, how you like make a meaningful message and mastering your story as well, and also of course your video and audio quality. Next, please. So here's the timeline that I already tell you guys. You can submit your video start from 1st until 20 September, and it will be like 21st September for us to evaluate your videos, of course. And in 28th of September we will announce the winner of this competition, of course. Next, please. And also for the if you are not knowing how to, more of the details of these competitions, you can reach me by the number that already attached in this poster. Also, you can reach out from the Instagram account of officially account of Bridzone's community. And next, probably Kak Kevin continue to announce this. Thanks.
Okay, thank you, Dara. So the second competitions is Busy Champions or Britzone Champions. You guys are familiar with Clash of Champions by Ruang Guru, right? And so basically the Busy Champions is adopting the COC competition format where there will be a quiz battle between a 20 finalists that will participate in the final event. So next please. So who can participate the competition? We not limit the age of participants, but at least he or she have attended our class before, and obviously have an interest in English. And then the last one is willing to attend the semifinal round on 28 September on the venue. Next question. Next slide, please. Okay, so this is the rules of the competitions. First one is the registrants have to complete the pre-test, which will be sent by email. And then after that, they will be ranked based on their score. And then we will pick up the top 20s of the list and announce it on our social media, just like in COC by Ruang Guru. And then if the participants who makes it to top 20s, but he or she cannot attend the event, we will replace them by the 21 position and so on. And then the last one is of course any act of cheating will be lead to disqualifications. Okay, next slide please. So this is the timeline, guys, for the Britzone Champions. And as you can see, 1 to 19 September, the registration is open and we will close after that. So in 20 September, we can do a pretest for all registrants. And then in 20 September, we will announce the top 20% that we will invite them to the finals. And the 28 September will be the semifinal session, and it will be held offline in the venue. Okay, next. Okay, guys. That's it. Our information. Thank you for your time, and your participation will mean a lot to us. And if you interested to register, just visit our Instagram, or maybe you can attend every class in Britzone because we will inform you in every class. Thank you, guys.
Okay, thank you Kak Kevin and Kak Dara for the announcement. So guys, don't forget to participate the 21's Britzone anniversary, so you can also celebrate, embrace, engage, empower. Okay, so now let's move to the FGD session. So you guys will split on the several groups, and you guys will lead by the group facilitator. So I will ask Kafara, are you ready to open the breakout room?
Yes, the group is ready. So guys, enjoy the FTD session.
Okay.
Should I not share my questions, or how does it work?
Sorry, Brenda?
The FGD groups, do I not share my questions?
Brenda, you don't have to because the questions have been shared to all of the facilitators. So
Okay.
they will take the lead of the.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, guys.
So enjoy the FGD session, guys, and see you in the main room. See you again in the main room. Okay, so have like internet connections.
Nothing happens here.
Hello.
If you stay here, you will. Wait a minute. So I think there's
So many
some.
person in this room.
You not
Oh,
see
I
any pop
think
up, Kadian?
no,
Okay.
not yet. I think everyone's still in the room.
Wait a second. I will ask my team.
Yes, Kak Dian, you will be facile to in the main room. So for everyone that maybe have a slightly connection issue, that they not join the other room. So I will try to assign them to another room.
Yeah,
Okay.
could you please assign me because I don't know how to click. I didn't find any notifications to join the breakout room. So could you please help me? Thank you.
Yeah, so guys, actually, if you are still in the main room, it's fine because you have been assigned to the main room. So you won't be, you won't be directed to the breakout room.
All right. Della, can I take over now?
Sure, Kadian.
Okay. Hi, everyone. So welcome to our FTD session. You're with me, Dian. I'm going to be facilitating this discussion. And in this session, you will be asked several questions related to our topic that has just been discussed and delivered by our conductor. So before that, I would like to know you a little bit. So would you please tell me who you are and if you work or you study? Let's start from Kadiof. Kadiof?
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Good evening. My name is Diop.
Mhm.
I've been around for quite some time, I think, probably 2 months already.
Mhm.
And I work for an IT company in Central Jakarta as a network engineer.
Yeah.
I live in South Tangerang, and I am very happy to be here. Thank you.
And how long have you been doing this job?
Oh, it's already more than 10 years.
Do you like your job?
I don't have any other choice, I think. So people needs to go to work, and I want
Yes.
to move to the other company. I think I'm quite happy and very have many I don't have any option to move to another. I don't have any reason also
Mhm.
to the other company.
Okay.
Maybe later on. I don't know.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for being here tonight.
Yeah.
And now let's move on to Ryan. Oh, Ryan. Hello, Ryan. Hi, it's a pleasure
hello.
meeting you. So, the
Likewise.
same
Thank you.
question. Tell me who you are. Do you work or are you a student?
Okay, so thank you, Kak Dian, yeah. So for the opportunity. Hi everyone. So my name is Ryan. I'm originally from Jakarta also. But I currently live in Germany. I'm a student and also I work at the same time. So yeah.
So
It's
how long have you been
frustrating
living
a
in
little bit.
Germany?
It's been 1.5 year. Yeah. So it's almost like 2 years.
All right. What's life like there?
I think it depends. For the, for every person, it really depends. For me, it's good. But also it depends on the season. Yeah.
Oh,
If it's a summer,
okay.
now it's a
Is there
summer, so
any
it
particular
brings a really
season
good
that you
mood.
don't like?
I actually don't like. I think winter. I don't really like winter because it's kind of like making your mood, a little bit
Okay.
yeah, really bad the whole day. But now it's summer, so yeah, and almost like a fall, so it's good.
Well, enjoy the summer then. Okay,
Thank you.
thank you for being here tonight. And let's move on to the next speaker. We have Karif. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, it's a pleasure meeting you. So tell me who you are.
Okay, so hi everyone. I would like to introduce myself. Very brief. My name is Arif, as you can see on the screen, and actually I'm so happy to be here tonight, this evening. I mean, and I live in Central Jakarta, and I've been working for 2 years in one of non-government organization, and also in Jakarta. So yeah, my live only like like a bike only here, Jakarta and Jakarta and Jakarta. I mean in Central Jakarta. I never been out from this place, so I hope I can move on from this place. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, thank you for being here. Now, we're going to start with our first question. So, the question is, how important is English in the business world today? I'm going to start from Kak Ryan.
Well, that's a very big question. How important English? Well, I think previously before moving to Germany, so I used to work in one of the international companies in Jakarta. So we also use English at the same time. At that time, I mean. For me, if I were not able to speak English in that time, then I wouldn't be able to work in this company. So for me, English is international language is a very, very important. And I think because of that also, that gives me a lot of opportunities to, develop more of my, myself, and of course, give a lot of opportunities to work in a different areas and even different countries.
Yeah.
So right now I live in Germany. We don't really speak English anymore, and that's the reason why I stay here. I mean, I'm here on Britzone, but still, even though we don't really use English anymore, but when I go to another country, for example, then we still have to use English. And when I talk to people online, also, especially doing some other business, and then we will use English. So it's really, really, really important to speak English. Thank you.
Very great answer. Wow. So English has been your lifesaver. Okay, and also because of English, you get a lot of job opportunities out there. Okay, wow, point taken. Now let's move on to the next speaker, Karif. Would you please answer this question? So, how important English in today's business world?
In today's business world, of course, it's not only important, but it's also crucial because it's like it's our basic language, right? In our international business class.
Yeah.
And yeah, since I'm not working in the business, I mean in the very business, literally business work, because I've been working here in non-profit organization called Global Peace for 2 years, and also my managers came from South Korea, came from Malaysia, and also came from the countries that English is not their first language, and we have to talk in English where our pronunciation is very diverse, and that's why I think it is very important not only for the business today and the business worldwide, but also for everyone's life. Since I was student in high school, I've been student in international school, SMA, and also my university, and also my master degree, and from until now. And I think, that's what I can conclude. It's not only important, but it's also crucial for everyone to study about it because it's very important. Yeah, that's it.
Wow. So now you're working in culturally diverse environment. So how did
I
it
know,
feel
right?
like being in that environment?
I think because and also one of my bosses came from UK, and the diversity. I thought the very first place is maybe if it only from Asia, we have Asian culture, it's very easy to understand what each other. But since not only from Asian in my office, so we have very diverse culture, and the most challenging things is we have to understand other people personalities, because in our country, I mean in Indonesia, being sungkan, as Kak Brenda said before, it is very
Yes.
one of the big problem. But we
Mm-hmm.
thought that is very common things in our life. But then
Mm.
when it comes to people came from UK, came from other country, other continents, it become a weakness from us. So that's why that's the problem, how to understand the weakness, and how we can transform the weakness as our strengths. That's the challenging
Yes.
things.
Yes, I do agree with you. We do put a lot of consideration into trivial things that are not supposed to be taken seriously, but we do take those things seriously because we're afraid to hurt other people's feelings when that's never going to happen. All right. I love that point. Thank you so much. Kadio, what about you? How important is English in today's business world? What do you think?
I think having English proficiency in business has many benefits and implication in any business. Such as for me myself, I work for a company who has a partnership with or relationship with an international company. So regularly we need to communicate with them to have a business. Let's say they want to offer or the new product. Let's say they want to offer the new marketing scheme. They want to share more about their technology that we can sell in Indonesia. So I think to make the business work very smoothly and to make it become bigger and bigger, we need to have the ability to speak in English because English is widely spoken.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, English is not only spoken, but also sometimes you have to write in English, right?
Yes.
So now, talking about writing in English and writing emails professionally, can you please share some of the common expression used in business setting, Kadiof?
In business setting,
Yeah.
emails. In business conversation or writings, we need to have a proper common business words and phrases. Let's say,
let's say if you want to inquire about a product, what would you say in your letter or your message?
I would like to say first one is to say greetings and let's say dear sir Roberts, probably. I would like to have I would like to acquire the information about the product you have just launched.
Yes.
It will help us to analyze or digest it properly before we proposing to our customers.
Okay, very good. Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing that. Okay, now Ryan, what are some, can you share one or two business English expressions that you know?
Well, I think it's like it was shared in a presentation by Brenda, actually. I think it's when it comes to like a business expression, I think it's a little bit formal and using some kind of like sophisticated words. So for example, to me, like a normal email, when I was working in an English environment, I would usually say like to my concern, or even the simple one that we probably use nowadays, like I look forward to blah blah blah. So instead of saying I'm waiting your answer, we could say I look forward, or I'm looking forward to meeting you, or to your response, for example. Yeah.
Yes, that expression makes you sound more professional and people will take you seriously. All right, very good, good job. What about you, Karif? Can you please share one business expression that you know, or the one that you use regularly or from time to time?
Okay, good question. Thank you, Dian. So actually, in non-profit organizations, because we are not really working in in a very complicated areas. We're only talking
Mm-hmm.
about how to live in humanitarian ways, and yeah, maybe two English expressions commonly used in my office: capacity building and also sustainable impact. If but when it comes to technical things, yeah, like as Rian also Diof mentioned before, like please find attached blah blah blah, like please find
Mm-hmm.
attached the report of your review, and like looking forward to your response. Like thank you for your attention to this matter. I'm looking forward to your response. Yeah, this kind of things that I keep writing and keep doing in my email and also in my common use in my office.
Okay. Yes. Thank you very much. Now, let's move on to the next question. Let's talk about challenges when using English in a business setting. So, could you please share one challenge, one big challenge that you always face when using English in a business setting? Let's start from Ryan.
I think if you're new to an English business settings, and I think that would be the problem would be, for example, like, not knowing what is the meaning of, some certain phrases, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that would be a huge problem actually, and I think that I would experience that too when I was in that company. So I used to ask like, what is the meaning of this one? What is the meaning of that one? Because of this one.
Mhm.
So yeah, I think could be like phrases or words that are not commonly used in daily conversation, but used in
Business
business
settings.
settings. Mhm.
So what have you been doing so far? How do you tackle this problem or challenge?
Well, I love writing. Like I
Uh-huh.
think, like Brenda says, I love writing a lot of new vocabulary that I learn, and then I also
Mhm.
write down the sentences, along.
Yes.
So
Mhm.
because learning a word by word, and then translating it to Indonesian, that doesn't really help sometimes.
Yes.
Because you're kind of like memorizing it, but when you
Yeah.
write one sentence and then you write it in a sentence along, and then
Yep.
you know how to use it in the right context. So that's what I've been doing for a couple of years now, and I think it works. Yeah, it helps me better. Yeah, but
Yeah.
everybody has a different way of learning. So maybe
Well,
that might be an old school
mhm,
for me.
mhm. I do love the idea because when you write something, when you learn it, you visualize it. And when you
Mm.
visualize it, you learn it better. So that's how our brain works. Sometimes we need visuals to learn something better. Okay, good job, Ryan. Next, what about you, Kadil? So what is one big challenge that you face when you use English in a business setting, particularly?
I think I still have some issue in my confidence level,
Mm-hmm.
especially when I'm going to meet the person from international company that has expertise in something that I'm not so good at,
Yes.
and I think I feel quite drop at my confidence
Mm-hmm.
because I need to have a new vocabulary to speak to him,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
because I need to know what kind of technology or topic that he wants to explain to me.
Mm-hmm.
And usually I try to do some kind of research uh,
Yes.
on him by
Mm-hmm.
searching his company. I try to look for what his main business. I
Yes.
try to search for the new product if they already publish it on the internet,
Mm-hmm.
and I try to find the terminology that he usually use, so
Mm-hmm.
I can understand it before we have a conversation. But
Wow.
still,
Mm-hmm.
I got an issue in my confidence because uh, I think he has a level of expertise in some kind of technology that I don't that I'm not so good at. I think it
Mm.
disturbed me a lot. I think
Okay.
I still need time to overcome this.
Okay. Well, that was a really good tip that you just
Yeah.
shared with us. I mean, by doing some research about the client, you have a certain knowledge of him, so you know how to approach that person.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Good job. Wow. Oh my gosh. I feel inspired right now because you've just shared a lot of insightful things here. Thank you very much for the time, everyone. Kak Arif, Kak Ryan, and Kak Diof. All of you are wonderful. Okay. Over to you, MC.
Okay, thank you so much, Kadian. I think everyone's back. Welcome back, everyone. So, how's the FGD? Is it good?
We need more time.
We need more time.
No.
Always.
We need more time.
We
don't even finish our conversation, Kadala.
Right.
We need
Not even finished.
24/7. We need 24/7.
Connect to our Discord, yeah.
Yeah, but I think I find no one on Discord. I don't know.
Okay. Okay, so maybe I will this will be representative session. I will only pick 3 representatives since the time is limited. Okay, I'll go to Lutfi. Hello, Lutfi. Okay, Lutfi, are you there? Okay, maybe since Lutfi not respond, I will move to Karirin. Karirin,
Okay.
how the discussion, Karirin?
Yeah, our discussion is really great. I have Kari and also Kanilam. And yeah, we have a good conversation, also a good topic, of course. And I would just one of them to be our representative, that is Kanilam. Kanilam, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Thank you so much,
Right. Thank you
Kariti.
so much. Yes.
I have a great discussion with Kari and Karviriant, and yeah, we have given different questions from Karviriant. And for Kari, she's being asked that is English important in business environment? And Kari said that um, she is not a worker, but she is a mom to a son. So she learned English for to be a role model to her son, so that her son can speak English. And for me, Karin asked that have I sent a message to email to my friends or lecturer that I have sent an email to my lecturer, but for my friends, I rarely use it an email to send a letter, but I use applications. It's called Slowly. It is application to send a letter to another people around the world, where we write a letter and we send it to random people. Then we will get a reply by them. Yeah, I just have an experience in that. Um, and yeah, we talk random things, but that's all that I can say. Thank you so much for having me.
Kadela, you are muted. Kadela, I'm so sorry.
Thank you, Kadiga, for remind. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Kanilam and Karirin. Okay. Maybe I will jump to the next fossil group. Maybe Kak Daniel. Halo, Kak Daniel.
Hello, Kanila. Yes,
Hello.
sure. We had
How's the sessions?
it was great. I was with Ka Safira, Afif, dan Ka Dian, and we chose Ka Afif to be our representative. Could you please give us a brief summary of what we talked in our session, please?
Okay, from our conversations just now, we are three people and encountered the same problem. We have difficulty to speak in English, basic English. So it is more general basic English, so we cannot further process to business English, I think. But regardless of the difficulties that we are facing, I think the material today is very useful. It is very helpful because now I know we now know that the differences between the informal and formal English, because I think that is that's all that I can share to you guys. And yeah, I think that's it.
Thank you very much, Ka Afif, and we hope you also join the next sessions to keep practicing. Thank you.
Sure.
Dela, you're still muted. Your microphone is still muted. Dela,
You're muted.
could you please turn on your microphone? Dela.
Oh.
I think there's some problem with the microphone. Okay.
Okay.
Right. Yep, carry on.
I'm sorry for some trouble, guys. Okay. So as I mentioned, I will point out three groups. I think since the time has passed, I will jump into the closing statement from our conductor, Brenda. Maybe you have like closing statement before we close today's class.
Sure, yes. Thank you, Della. First of all, I want to say thank you so much for having me today. It's a privilege and an honor for me to share about what I've learned for myself, and I get to share with all of you. I really enjoyed meeting some of you personally in the breakout groups. And I hope that the knowledge that I've shared today is going to be applicable to a lot of your daily professional lives, or even just daily lives in general. Don't forget to practice and, you know, expand your vocabulary, improve your pronunciation, intonation, and, you know, we have to represent as people of this country that we can speak English to and very well as well. So I really enjoyed today's session. Actually, I would love to do another one, or even more if you, anyone else here are interested. I feel like there are a lot of people here today that struggle with confidence in speaking English. So maybe would that be a good lesson that I can, you know, come up with another presentation I can come up with confidence in speaking English in more professional settings, maybe, or not even, maybe just in any setting. Doesn't have to be in business settings.
One last question.
Okay.
Can I ask?
I'm sorry, can you? Since time is over, we actually only until 9:30. Okay, Brenda, thank you very much. I believe that's a lot of participants here. Get a lot of insight, and yeah, especially for boosting the confidence, right? In speaking English in the professional best. Okay, so once again, thank you to everyone also who coming to today's class. And yeah, And everyone who watching in YouTube, thank you for watching. And yeah, bye-bye. Today's class, I will close to today's class. Thank you very much. I'm Dela. I'm sorry if I did some mistakes. And also don't forget to fill the feedback link that we will share in the WhatsApp group. And thank you very much, guys, for coming. Thank you very much, Brenda.
Thank you guys. Have a nice,
Have a nice
good
day.
night.
Have a good
Thank
evening,
you, everyone.
everyone. So nice meeting everyone.
Thank
Kak
you
Brenda,
everyone.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye. Kak Brenda, Kak
Bye-bye.
Dela
have
also
fun.
thank you. Kak
Thank you
Dela,
so
thank
much.
you.
Thank you for all the kind words.
Okay, so for all of the facilitators and the conductors, Brenda, you can stay for the evaluation. Yep.
Sure.
Okay, thank you everyone. Bye bye YouTube.
Bye-bye, YouTube.
Bye.
Okay.